Good morning. Well, as you can see, I'm down on the field today and I have got plenty to sort out on here. So I was hoping that with the shredder I got that I wouldn't have to have any big bonfires anymore. Unfortunately, all of that lot is far too bushy to go through the shredder easily, so the owner wants me to have a fire for some reason, so plan is to have a fire with that today. So that's all been cut within the last 2 weeks, so it's all rather green. But that's not all I'm going to be doing today, because I do also want to deal with some of these overhanging trees, try and push that tree line back a bit further, and if the ground dries out I want to cut the grass too. So yeah, it is incredibly damp because it's been raining all night. So yeah, I've brought a bag of logs with me to start the fire, because as you can see that's more of a compost heap than a bonfire pile. But yeah, let's make a start and see how we get on. That might not look like it's doing a lot from this side. If you come around here, you see there's actually quite a lot of heat in the middle there. And by putting the branches on, you've got a bit of a balancing act. You've got to allow enough oxygen in to keep the fire going. But at the same time, if you keep the branches over, it sort of reflects the heat and keeps it in the middle, so it dries the stuff out in the middle quicker. So yeah, just got to keep feeding it now. I was so busy telling you how to keep it going that I didn't keep it going. Yeah. Oh well. Hopefully I'll get it to relight. I knew I could get it going again. Right, now it does look a bit precarious up there, and it is a little bit, because obviously the fire's on top of that pile. It's not that entire pile yet. It will burn down eventually. I've just got to try and make sure it doesn't fall off. So, right, well, let's carry on adding. Right, we're starting to get to a decent stage now. There's actually some heat in the middle of that. I would say I don't think anything can put it out, but the fact it's trying to rain, I don't want to tempt fate. Since the last 2 times I've spoken, it kind of went wrong, so we'll carry on adding. Hope this rain doesn't get any heavier. I know it's a bit late, but I'm going to move you over here now because not only are you getting hot from being close to the fire, you're getting covered in smoke and ash. So I don't want to damage the camera any more than it already has been. So I'll put you up over here because I've now got this lovely clear space here. So everything up to this branch here was put 2 weeks ago, and then from there on is the last 2 days. So yeah, I'm getting through it, but it's taking a long time. So yeah, I'll set you up here and carry on. Well, I don't know when or why the camera decided to shut down. I'm hoping it was just a flat battery, because if not, I've kind of overheated the camera and possibly caused some major damage, which you'll be able to tell now because the image will be blurry, but I can't tell until this evening when I actually get to check the footage out on my computer at home. So yeah, I hope it's not damaged because that's like 2 days' wages to replace it. But yeah, let's be positive. Assume everything's good. So yeah, as you can see, I've managed to clear all the branches from the side here, so everything's gone on, everything's burnt down nicely. I've got a big pile of embers there, and I'll keep pulling things in just to make sure that it all burns through properly. But for now, I'm going to turn my attention to the trees here. So I do keep cutting branches off of this, so as you go around cutting the grass with the lawnmower, I don't want to catch my head on it. And like I say, I cut branches off, but I'm starting to think it might be worth just being a bit more severe, especially with this tree, because if you look down at the base here, there's kind of half the tree missing. So I don't really want quite so much weight on this side. So basically I've decided I'm going to cut this big branch off here, but before I do that I'm going to have to take a few smaller ones off because there's branches that crisscross through, and that small branch from up there, for example, goes over that branch and under that branch. So if I was to just cut that bit there, it would tangle and snap and cause problems. So yeah, I'm going to start with a pole saw, see what I can get off, and then get the chainsaw on it. Right, I think that's enough weight off of it, so let's get this main trunk down. Well, that went well. So yeah, let's get this cleared and see if we need to do any more to it. So there's not much more to take off of this, so I want to trim a few of these lower branches here just so I can get underneath them without getting caught. But this branch that comes up and over here seems quite spindly, so I'm thinking I'll just take the top out of that for now, and I think that will be it. So yeah. Right, so one final tree to do. So this one, the electricity board actually cut the top out of it on a regular basis because it's underneath the power lines, and it's getting a bit close, so it needs doing again. So I'm not going to do the top of it. I'm literally going to be doing bits that stick out and are getting in the way. So right, let's get this down. Right, well that is everything on and burnt through at last. So it's amazing how much a couple of days can do for drying stuff out. Where that willow was fresh cut, it did not want to burn. So yeah, I finally managed to get it burned by cutting it and constantly stacking it. I sent a few smoke signals, but yeah, so my plan now was to cut the grass, make it all look nice and tidy around here, finish up with a nice clean area. Unfortunately, there's a problem with the ride-on mower. I've started it up today, started cutting with it, and it just blew a fuse. So I think it might be the electromagnetic clutch that's gone, and they're about £300 to get them replaced. So I don't know what's going to happen. I will cut this field eventually, and I'm pretty sure by the time I do get around to cutting the field, it's going to be long. So yeah, I'm going to end this video here. Do subscribe, because then you get to see the field being cut in a future video, as well as other fantastic things that are going on. And I shall see you later.